My modern and unstoppable seniors, let me ask you something simple. Have you ever sat down for breakfast with a plate of eggs and a refreshing drink, thinking you're making a healthy choice, only to feel a little off later on? Maybe a bit bloated or oddly tired even though you just ate? Well, you're not alone. Let me tell you a short story about Harold. Harold is 73, sharp as a tack, and proud of starting each day with a protein-packed breakfast. 2 eggs, toast, and a tall glass of grapefruit juice. That's been his go-to for years. But lately, Harold's been feeling sluggish, a bit dizzy, and occasionally gets muscle cramps. He thought it was just part of aging until his doctor asked him a surprising question. Are you drinking grapefruit juice with any of your meals? That simple question opened up a world of understanding because, yes, Harold was unknowingly setting off a chain reaction in his body, not because of the eggs, but because of what he was drinking with them. That's what we're uncovering today. The 5 dangerous drinks seniors must avoid when eating eggs or meat. These combos might seem innocent, but they could be blocking nutrients, stressing your digestion, or even interfering with medications. And don't worry, I'll not only reveal what to avoid, but also what to enjoy instead, so your meals can energize and support your health, not work against it. So, grab a comfy seat and let's begin this journey to smarter, safer mealtimes together. Drink number 1, grapefruit juice. The silent disruptor grapefruit juice has long been marketed as a healthy morning drink. It's tangy, packed with vitamin C, and seems like the perfect match for a high-protein breakfast. But here's the truth that often slips under the radar. Grapefruit juice can dangerously interfere with medications and digestion. As we age, our digestive systems slow down. We don't produce as much stomach acid, and our livers process things differently than they did in our 30s or 40s. Grapefruit juice contains compounds called furanocoumarins, which interfere with an enzyme in your gut, CYP3A4, that helps metabolize over 85 types of medications. That includes statins for cholesterol, blood pressure medications, anti-anxiety meds. Some medications for irregular heartbeat. If you're eating eggs or meats with grapefruit juice, the protein can further slow digestion, meaning these drugs, now improperly processed, can stay in your bloodstream longer and stronger than intended. That can raise your risk for side effects or even toxic levels of the medication. And there's more. Grapefruit juice inhibits the breakdown of fats in some seniors. That means your body might not absorb key nutrients from the eggs or meats you eat with it, like vitamin B12, iron, and omega-3s, especially important for energy and brain function. Let's pause here for a moment. Ask yourself, have you ever had grapefruit juice with your breakfast? Has your doctor ever reviewed your drink choices alongside your medications? Most don't. But after today, you'll know more than many doctors share in a 15-minute visit. That's the power of community, of learning, and of being part of wellness for modern seniors. Now I know some of you are thinking, but I love the taste. What can I have instead? Great question. Instead of grapefruit juice, reach for warm. Water with lemon helps digestion, gentle on the stomach, and still gives you that citrusy kick. Fresh apple juice, low sugar, neutral, and safer with most medications, or even peppermint tea, calming, digestion-friendly, and doesn't block nutrient absorption. Let's learn to pair smartly, not just eat healthily. Remember Harold? After swapping out his grapefruit juice for warm lemon water, his dizzy spells decreased and his energy returned. He even started going on early morning walks again, feeling sharper than he had in months. Sometimes small changes like these have powerful effects, especially in the golden chapter of life, when everything you do to support your body counts a little extra. So, my modern and unstoppable seniors, we've peeled back the truth about one drink, and 4 more are coming that you've probably had more times than you can count. And trust me, Some of them are going to surprise you, especially one that most people consider a healthy energy booster. Artificial flavors and colors, synthetic thickeners and emulsifiers. Now imagine pairing that with a beautiful plate of eggs, sausage, or a lean piece of chicken. You think you're getting a protein boost to fuel your day, but what's actually happening inside your body? Your digestive system is being slowed, confused, and inflamed. Let me explain. Protein, like eggs or meat, needs a balanced, low inflammation environment to break down properly. But when you drink a coffee loaded with artificial creamers, you're creating a highly acidic, inflammatory environment in your gut. That means your stomach may not release enough enzymes to break down the protein. You feel bloated, gassy, or unusually full. You don't absorb critical nutrients like zinc, iron, and selenium, which are vital for immunity and tissue repair. Your blood sugar spikes unnaturally due to the sweeteners, which can lead to an energy crash just hours later. And if you're taking blood pressure or diabetes medications, the sugar and trans fats in flavored creamers can make those meds less effective, or even raise your cholesterol without you noticing. Let's bring in a real example. Meet Eileen, 68 years young and an early riser. She swore by her healthy breakfast, scrambled eggs, whole grain toast, and a giant mug of coffee with hazelnut creamer, but she started experiencing joint aches, brain fog, and fatigue by 11 a.m. Her labs were fine. Her diet seemed clean until a nutritionist pointed to her flavored creamer. Within just 2 weeks of removing it, the brain fog lifted and her energy returned. That tiny shift made a huge difference. What can you have instead? You don't have to give up your morning coffee ritual, but it's time to swap the fake stuff for the real deal. Here are better choices: unsweetened almond or oat milk, creamy, gentle on digestion, real half and half in moderation, without added sugars, cinnamon or vanilla extract for natural flavor without the chemicals, or simply enjoy your coffee black with a slice of fruit on the side. And here's a bonus: adding a small pinch of cinnamon to your coffee can even help stabilize your blood sugar, especially helpful when paired with high-protein meals like eggs or meat. Let me ask you this, my modern and unstoppable seniors. When was the last time you turned your coffee creamer around and read the label? Most of them have more ingredients than a loaf of processed bread, and none of them are doing you any favors when you're trying to age gracefully, stay strong, and protect your digestion. So from now on, let your coffee lift you, not drag you down. Before we move on, I want you to think about how many small routines we follow every day, habits we've never questioned. Not because we're careless, but because no one told us what to watch out for. But here's the truth. Longevity is built on small, smart choices. And your drink choices, especially with your meals, have more power than you think. So far, we've uncovered 2: grapefruit juice. Flavored creamers, both sneaky, both common, and both easy to change. And coming up next is a drink that most people consider refreshing and even gut healthy. But when you pair it with meat or eggs, it can wreak havoc on your nutrient absorption and leave your stomach working overtime. My modern and unstoppable seniors. You've already taken a powerful step by removing grapefruit juice and those sneaky flavored creamers from your plate. But now we arrive at something that many seniors are told is healthy, trendy, and even gut healing. But when paired with protein-rich foods like eggs or meat, it can cause digestive drama your stomach didn't sign up for. Drink number 3. Kombucha, the gut confuser. Let's talk about kombucha, the fizzy fermented tea that's flooded the shelves of every health food aisle. It's colorful, it claims to be probiotic rich, and it's promoted as a miracle tonic for gut health and energy. Sounds ideal, right? But here's what no one tells you. Kombucha is a fermented drink. That means it contains natural acids like acetic acid and gluconic acid, live bacteria, and yeasts. Sometimes added sugar or fruit juice for flavor, and trace amounts of alcohol from the fermentation process. Now, think about what happens when you drink this with a plate of scrambled eggs or grilled chicken. You're combining a living, acidic, fizzy liquid with solid, protein-heavy, enzyme-reliant food. What happens? Your stomach gets overwhelmed. Instead of a smooth breakdown of your meal, here's what could go wrong. The acidity and bubbles disrupt the pH balance in your gut, throwing off protein digestion. The probiotics compete with your digestive enzymes for attention, causing bloating, gas, and stomach rumbling. The sugar or juice in many flavored kombuchas can spike your blood sugar, especially if your body is already managing diabetes or insulin resistance. And over time, too much kombucha with protein can lead to a leaky gut environment where nutrients aren't absorbed properly and inflammation increases. And here's a surprising truth. Some kombuchas on the market have more sugar than a soft drink, especially the fruity or energizing ones. Not exactly the digestive angel you thought, right? Let's meet George, 72, who started drinking kombucha with every lunch, thinking he was doing wonders for his digestion. He usually had a hearty chicken salad, thinking it was the perfect combo, lean protein and a gut-boosting drink. But instead, he started experiencing uncomfortable cramping, gas and belching, a strange metallic taste in his mouth, and a feeling that food just sat in his belly all day. When his doctor ruled out serious conditions, a dietitian asked one question: "When do you drink kombucha?" Once George separated his kombucha from his meals, drinking it mid-morning instead, all those symptoms began to vanish. So what's the better option? My modern and unstoppable seniors, if you love kombucha, it doesn't mean you have to give it up, but timing is everything. Drink it between meals, not with them. Choose low sugar or unsweetened versions. Stick to 4-6 ounces, not the entire bottle, and never pair it directly with high-protein meals. Even better, if you want a truly senior-friendly probiotic, look into yogurt or kefir with no added sugars, fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or kimchi, small servings, or talk to your doctor about a probiotic supplement that supports aging digestion. Let's zoom out for a second. You might be wondering, why are so many of these drinks, grapefruit juice, flavored creamers, kombucha, causing problems? The answer is, our bodies change with age. As we grow older, our digestive enzymes slow down. Our kidneys and liver become more sensitive to acidic or chemical-laden drinks. Our medications can react more easily with food and beverages, and our nutrient needs become more precise. That's why pairing matters. It's not just what you eat or drink, it's what you combine. So here's what you've learned so far. Grapefruit juice can interfere with meds and liver function. Flavored creamers can block nutrient absorption and spike inflammation. Kombucha, while trendy, can confuse digestion. When taken with protein, each one is common, each one is fixable, and each small change can make a huge difference in how you feel every day. And next, we're going to talk about something a little more nostalgic. It's a drink many of us grew up loving, still sip with meals today, and assume is harmless, or even comforting, but when combined with eggs or meat, it becomes a sugar-loaded, calcium-blocking mistake that weakens your bones over time. My modern and unstoppable seniors, some drinks aren't loud. They don't fizz, pop, or scream. Health trend on a label. They feel safe, even nostalgic, but that's exactly why they sneak under the radar. Let's talk about a classic comfort drink that's been a family meal staple for decades, especially during breakfast or dinner with meat, eggs, or casseroles. And yet, it may be doing more harm than good, particularly for your bones, kidneys, and blood sugar levels. Drink number 4, chocolate milk, the sweet deceiver. Oh yes, chocolate milk. It's creamy, it's familiar. It brings back memories of grandkids, school lunches, and cozy nights. And many seniors drink it thinking it's a gentler alternative to sodas or alcohol. But here's the hidden truth. When you combine chocolate milk with protein-heavy meals like bacon and eggs or a steak dinner, it creates a perfect storm of high sugar content, dairy-based calcium blockers, artificial additives or cocoa-derived stimulants, and a shocking load of empty calories. Let's break that down. First, the sugar. A standard cup of chocolate milk, the kind you'll find in grocery store cartons, contains around 24 to 30 grams of sugar. That's as much as a full-size candy bar. And what happens when sugar meets protein and fat-heavy meals? It throws your digestion into chaos. Sugar causes rapid spikes in insulin, which signals your body to store fat instead of burning it. It can block the absorption of amino acids, reducing the full benefit of your meat or eggs. And if you have diabetes or pre-diabetes, this sugar bomb can quickly become dangerous, leading to blood sugar crashes later in the day now. Let's talk calcium. Many seniors rely on milk-based drinks to support their bone density, especially with age-related risks like osteopenia and osteoporosis. But here's the kicker. When chocolate milk is consumed with meals, the oxalates in cocoa, that's the compound giving it its chocolatey flavor, can actually bind to calcium in your gut. This prevents calcium from being absorbed, meaning your body might flush it out instead of using it to strengthen your bones. So, that comforting glass of chocolate milk, it might be making your bones weaker, not stronger. Let's pause for a moment. Meet Lorraine, age 77, a retired school teacher with a sweet tooth and a big heart. Every morning, she made herself scrambled eggs and toast, always paired with a tall glass of chocolate milk, just like she had as a kid. She felt full, happy, and like she was getting her nutrients. But then came the fatigue, the brittle nails, the unexpected bone scan results, showing early signs of osteoporosis. It wasn't until her doctor asked about her meal pairings that the real culprit emerged. That one drink taken daily with her eggs was blocking calcium and flooding her bloodstream with sugar. When she switched to unsweetened almond milk and added more leafy greens for calcium, her energy began to bounce back. And her next scan? Improvement. So what should you do instead, my modern and unstoppable seniors? Let's rewrite the story of that breakfast table. If you love milk, choose unsweetened options like almond, oat, or lactose-free milk. Drink plain milk separately, not during high-protein meals. Avoid store-bought chocolate milk, especially ones with added sugar or syrups. If you must indulge, use dark cocoa powder and stevia or monk fruit to create your own low-sugar version. And always remember, timing matters. You can still enjoy comforting drinks, just separate them from your meals. Give your body a chance to absorb the nutrients you're working so hard to provide. We've now covered 4 drinks, each with its own health trap. Grapefruit juice, dangerous with medications. Flavored creamers, inflammatory and nutrient blocking. Kombucha, acidic, sugar-loaded and disruptive with protein chocolate milk. Nostalgic, but a calcium thief when paired with eggs or meat. And now, we're heading into our final and most misunderstood drink. It's advertised as heart-healthy, Jourtasperf, often praised for its refreshing taste and even found at senior wellness centers. But when paired with eggs, meats, or any iron-rich meal, it turns into an iron blocker, reducing the energy-boosting benefits of your food and leaving you more tired, weak, and foggy. We've reached the final drink on our list, and it's possibly the most surprising of them all. It's not fizzy, it's not sugary, and it's often labeled as natural, pure, and even energizing. In fact, many seniors are encouraged to drink this with breakfast or lunch, especially when trying to eat healthier with grilled meats or eggs. But this drink has a hidden dark side. Drink number 5, iced tea. The iron blocker hiding in your glass, yes. Iced tea, whether it's lemon iced tea, peach-flavored, green, black, or herbal, the problem isn't always the caffeine or the sugar. The biggest issue is tannins, Let's unpack that. Tannins are naturally occurring compounds found in tea, especially black tea and green tea, and they give tea its slightly bitter, dry taste. But here's the catch. Tannins bind to iron in your food, especially iron from meat or eggs, and prevent it from being absorbed by your body. So, if you drink iced tea with your protein-rich meals, especially those that are high in iron, like red meat, chicken, or eggs, you could be blocking up to 70% of that iron before your body even has a chance to use it. Why is that such a big deal for seniors? Because as we age, we naturally begin to absorb less iron from food. Iron is critical for energy production, muscle strength, mental clarity, oxygen transport in the blood. Without enough iron, you may experience constant fatigue, cold hands and feet, shortness of breath, pale skin, and even memory problems or brain fog. And the worst part? Many seniors already have low iron without knowing it. Now imagine eating a healthy plate of eggs, spinach, and grilled chicken, only to wash it down with a tall glass of iced tea, thinking you're being health conscious. What you're really doing is canceling out all those iron benefits. Let's meet Anthony, age 74, a former bus driver from Manchester. Anthony prided himself on eating well, lean meats, eggs, lots of veggies. But every lunch, iced tea, sometimes 2 glasses. It helped him feel refreshed, especially after his morning walks. But slowly, Anthony began to feel more drained. He'd fall asleep after meals, lose his breath walking upstairs, and even forget little things. His doctor ran tests and found he wasn't getting enough iron, even though his diet looked great. The culprit? His iced tea ritual. After replacing iced tea with herbal infusions without tannins and adding citrus water to his meals instead, Anthony's energy came back. His fog lifted, his walks got longer again. So what can you do, my modern and unstoppable seniors? Here are your simple strategies. Avoid iced tea during meals, especially if you're eating meat, poultry, or eggs. Drink it between meals, ideally at least an hour after eating. Choose herbal teas without tannins, like rooibos, peppermint, or ginger tea. Add vitamin C-rich foods to meals, like lemon juice, bell peppers, or strawberries, to help your body absorb more iron. If you love flavored drinks, try infused water with fruits and herbs for a refreshing, safe option during meals. And if you suspect iron deficiency, always check with your doctor. Supplements may help, but knowing how to eat and drink smarter is even more powerful. Let's recap what we've learned in this life-enhancing journey. Grapefruit juice interferes with over 85 medications, flavored creamers, artificial, sugary, and digestive disruptors with eggs. Kombucha, acidic and probiotic clashing with protein and meats. Chocolate milk, sugar bomb, and calcium blocker when paired with eggs. Iced tea, iron absorption blocker, especially harmful when consumed. During meat or egg meals, you've made it to the end, my modern and unstoppable seniors. And I want to say this, every small change you make adds up. You don't need to give up everything. You just need to drink smarter, eat more consciously, and respect the amazing body you've lived in for decades. Your health isn't just about what you add, it's about knowing what to avoid, too. So, here's your new ritual. Stay hydrated, but with the right timing, enjoy your meals. But give your nutrients space to work, and most of all, listen to your body. It's always speaking. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with other unstoppable seniors who deserve to thrive. Your journey to better health is just beginning, and at Wellness for Modern Seniors, we're walking this path with you, one wise choice at a time. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strong, and stay unstoppable.